Hey, what's up, everybody? Truth Seeker here. Just want to do a quick live stream on this about Klaus Schwab announcing that he's bringing forward the end of car ownerships. This is something that I already predicted because I already knew about Project Majority 20 years ago. I already knew that by the time the new world was supposed to operate, and the new world is supposed to be 2030, in the new world, cars are supposed to be automated. And for private people to actually still be able to drive cars, they're going to literally jack car insurances up to $600 a month. They're purposely squeezing out anybody that wants to drive a car. And that's liability with 600. If you want full coverage, it's like $1,000 a month, something like that. That's what they're gonna purposely do to squeeze out people, because what they want is roads that are only autonomous now. That way, there's no need for highways anymore. They can have super tunnels, and they know that AI cars will flawlessly be able to drive at high speeds without ever wrecking, because they can all predict each other. It's what their actual plan is. So the World Economic Forum founder Klaus Schwab has officially announced the end of car ownership while speaking at a world government summit in the Middle East. Speaking before an audience of Arabs, Chinese globalist bureaucrats, Schwab warned the world that by 2030 there will be no more private cars as part of the Great Reset plan for humanity. According to Schwab, who previously announced private cars would be outlawed by 2050, the global elite bringing forward the end of car ownership to 2030, just over 6 years away, because the people of the world waking up to the agenda globalist elite, and major changes must be pushed through ASAP before the opposition becomes too great. That's literally what he says. I'm going to go ahead and play this clip for you right here so you can hear from the horse's mouth. Let's see. Right. Wow, it's been a busy day. There it is.
We meet for the 20th. I hope I will have the pleasure still to be invited for the meeting. When we meet for the 20th Governance Summit, you will use the app like Uber, but not anymore to call some driver, but automatically guided car, a self-driven car, will come to your hotel or wherever you are and will bring you to the airport. No, Los Angeles is one of the cities with the heaviest traffic, who told me in 2030 Los Angeles will be private car driven free. And this will allow to transform highways into parks.
So literally, these people right now, the Klaus Schwab is literally right now saying by 2030, no actual human's gonna be driving a car. I'm gonna replay it one more time.
I hope I will have the pleasure still to be invited for the meeting. When we meet for the 20th Governance Summit, you will use the app like Uber, but not anymore to call some driver, but automatically guided car, a self-driven car, will come to your hotel or wherever you are and will bring you to the airport. No, Los Angeles is one of the cities with the heaviest traffic, who told me in 2030 Los Angeles will be private car driven free. And this will allow to transform highways into parks.
Highways into parks. And it's because it's all going to be AI driven. Humans aren't going to be driving anymore. So AIs are going to be able to predict cross traffic, all that stuff. There should, like 100%, if there's no hiccups in the system, flawless, traffic that doesn't get in wrecks or anything, and they should be able to streamline that. And I mean it's true if you actually had real working computers that didn't shit out on you and stuff like that. I'm still kind of, you know, really I haven't seen a computer that hasn't shitted out on me yet. So it's kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't trust it right off the bat. But that's what they're saying by 2030, right? They're planning on everything. These people are literally plotting on what we're supposed to have in the next few years coming up. And right now, they had this transvestite lady that's literally saying that people, you know, the COVID shit didn't work. We couldn't get everybody vaccinated. We couldn't deliver what we wanted to do with that. And then climate change, not too many people are grasping, not too many people are understanding it. So we can't get people that way. But she says water, everybody understands water. And I swear to God, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand what she's talking about. But I'm going to replay it one more time here really quick.
That's also, of course, true with COVID, right? We are all only as healthy as our neighbor is on our street, in our city, in our region, in our nation, and globally. And did we solve that? Like, did we actually manage to vaccinate everyone in the world? No. So highlighting water as a global commons and what it means to work together and see it both out of that kind of global commons perspective, but also the self-interest perspective, because it does have that parallel. It's not only important, but it's also important because we haven't managed to solve those problems which had similar attributes. And water is something that people understand. You know, climate change is a bit abstract. Some people understand it really well. Some understand it a bit. Some just don't understand it. Water, every kid knows how important it is to have water. When you're playing football and you're thirsty, you need water. So there's also something about really getting citizen engagement around this and really, in some ways, experimenting with this notion of the common good. Can we actually deliver this time in ways that we have failed miserably other times? And hopefully we won't keep failing on the other things, but anyway.
To me, as it's haunting for her to say, hopefully we don't fail on the things that's still happening right now. But so far, we have failed miserably. And this is something that she thinks we'll be able to deliver something because everybody understands it. Like, you got to understand what are they really talking about, right? You want to know why the world's on fire? Is because the World Economic Forum is the people that's literally saying what they want next. This is all about depopulation.
And I have to say, when I mention now names like Mrs. Merkel, even Vladimir Putin and so on, they all have been young global leaders of the World Economic Forum. Mm-hmm. But what we are very proud of now is the young generation, like Prime Minister Trudeau, President of Argentina and so on, that we penetrate the cabinets. That we penetrate the cabinets, that we penetrate the cabinets,
that we penetrate the cabinets,
that we penetrate the cabinets, that we penetrate the cabinets. So yesterday I was at a reception for Prime Minister Trudeau, and I know that half of this cabinet, or even more half of this cabinet, are for our actually young global leaders of the World Economic Forum.
And that's true in Argentina, too. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's true in Argentina as well.
It's true in Argentina, and it's true in France now. Mm-hmm. I mean, with the president, who is a young global leader, but what is
preserving, let's say, your forests? You have a young population, you have a relatively well-educated population. You can use the fourth industrial revolution to create, let's say, fast-track growth for your country.
My commitment will be to add value. We'll be part of the Young Leaders Initiative.
Mrs. Merkel, Tony Blair, they were all, even President Putin, they were all young global leaders before. So if I take you, if I take Chancellor Kurz and the New Zealand Prime Minister, the three youngest leaders of governments are here.
So I know you have many beautiful things in your country that it characterizes the diversity, and at the same time everything goes up.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We call it Mount Crystal. Mount Crystal.
Thank you for your books.
Mount Crystal. How original, right? It couldn't come up with any better name. This is literally what's going on. Is the World Economic Forum is literally closing in on the whole entire 2030 Agenda 21. Here it is, the WEF is orchestrating U.S. border crisis from military bases in Panama. The WEF operations was exposed by political commentator Ann Vandersteel during her show Right Now with Ann Vandersteel. Vandersteel recently visited the former site of the Fort Clayton near the former Panama Canal Zone, once a heavy base of operations for the United States. During her visit, she found out that the WEF had taken control of the area. News Addicts reports she took pictures of the WEF flag flying side by side with Panamanian flag. I want you to take a good look right now, America. These flags you see, that's right, the World Economic Forum flag flying overhead Old Southcom U.S. Southern Command Base, which was Fort Clayton in Panama. And there it is right there. Amazing, right? All this shit was, it's obvious what's going on. You have to be an idiot to not realize what's going on. But this is guerrilla warfare, and it's a population control. And a lot of these people, this is the other part too, that it's kind of sad and stupid at the same time. It's these millions of people that are coming daily. They don't realize that majority of them are like dying as soon as they like get in somewhere. They're being killed off. They're literally being killed off, and they don't even know that. They're literally running to their deaths, and they have no clue about that. This is Agenda 21. They think they're gonna get refuge, and they're getting their children took from them, and the adults either go to some slave work camp or they kill them off, and that's literally what's happening. A lot of people have no clue about that right now, but yeah, this is literally what's going on right now. So it's nuts. Putin is now literally warning Klaus Schwab. He says his days is numbered. He's sick of, all these demands and stuff, especially now saying that no one's going to be driving cars by 2030. Who the hell is Klaus Schwab? Who the hell is Klaus Schwab? So Putin literally has Klaus Schwab's and the World Economic Forum in his crosshairs. This is actually pretty good news. It really is. But that's literally, I think, the latest updates right now. Everything else with the Israel stuff, it just seems like bullshit. It seems like they're purposely instigating everything that's going on. No one in Gaza is celebrating like the other people are in New York and Cincinnati and all these other places in the United States. So, in London, something to me tells me that this is a false flag, and they're purposely just trying to get Gaza and everything totally took over. They're trying to get a regime change. That's what it seems like to me. But everybody else, if they want to just sit there and say, oh my God, we need to turn that into a glass parking lot, I don't think you guys understand what's really happening. I really don't. I get why you're coming to that decision, and it's because the stuff that you was fed, you believe, and it's logical sense why you're that mad. But if you actually really knew the real information and knew the trickery that was going on, just like every other war that's in our past, then you would start questioning these things before making decisions like that. But I don't know. We'll see how this stuff goes. That's all I have for tonight. I just wanted you guys to see that really quick. Thank you guys for tuning in, and peace out.